Class 10 Biology. Good morning, students. Today, again, we will continue the same chapter Absorption by Roots, the process involved, with new topic. In the previous class, out of 5 phenomenon, we had discussed imbibition and diffusion. Today, we discuss rest 3 phenomena that are osmosis, active transport, and turgidity and flaccidity. So let's start today's session with osmosis. So what is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water molecules from their region of higher concentration dilute solution or with a lower solute concentration to their region of lower concentration, that is concentrated solution, or with a higher solute concentration through a semi permeable membrane. Just see what is osmosis. This is a container which is separated into two chambers by a semi permeable membrane. So a semi permeable membrane separate into two halves, and both the halves contain equal volume of a particular solution. This solution, again, it also contains a solution. So this is the container A, container B, and both the container means both the sides are separated by a semi permeable membrane that contain minute pores. Semi permeable membrane means it can allow the movement of certain substance only while holding back the others, because it contains minute pores, and only that particles will diffuse from one side to the other whose particle size is smaller than the size of the pores. Now, both the sides contain a particular solution, but the nature of the solution are different. Here, the nature of solution is said to be hypertonic. Here, in B, the nature of the solution is hypotonic. Clear? In A, the solution is said to be hypertonic, and in B, solution is said to be hypotonic. Hypertonic means higher solute concentration, lower solvent concentration. Here in hypotonic solution, lower solute concentration and higher solvent concentration. Solvents is water and the solutes are some minerals or ions that are dissolved in that solution. Clear? In the previous class we had studied that water moves from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. So here in this, water from hypotonic solution, because here it is in higher concentration, so water molecules can diffuse from B to A across a semi-permeable membrane because those particles of the solute are larger than compared to the size of the pores of the semi-permeable membrane. That's why solute cannot diffuse either from A to B or B to A. So this is known as osmosis, especially the solvent move from their higher concentration to the lower concentration against the across the concentration gradient through a semi-permeable membrane. When we were discussing about the diffusion is almost similar to the osmosis. In diffusion there is no membrane in between the two sides, one side, two side, no any membrane is there in diffusion. It is simply the movement of solute, solvent, gases or liquids from their higher to the lower concentration. But if it is osmosis, then there must be a membrane. That membrane allow only the diffusion of movement of certain substance while holding back the others. See one application here. This is our root hair. Root hair cell contain a large size vacuole nucleus. So this is the vacuole that contain a cell say a solution of water and some mineral ion. So one question arises here, how do the water from the soil moves to the root hair cell? So again, if water move from container B, side B to side A, because here water is in higher concentration, same in soil the concentration of water is higher, so it easily diffuse into the root hair cell because it is in hyper, and this is in hypo. So hypo means higher water concentration and hyper means lower water concentration. So water diffuse from soil to the roots across a semi-permeable membrane. So whatever the water absorbed by the root, they are absorbed through osmosis. Clear all of you? Okay. Now this osmosis may be endo or exo. Endo means it is the inward movement of water from surrounding to the cell. It is inward movement of water from surrounding to the cell, and this is the outward movement of water from cell to the outside. Clear? Once more, endoosmosis means inward movement of water from surrounding to the cell, and exo means it is the outward movement of water from the cell to the surrounding. Clear? Okay. Dear students, in your book one experiment is given that illustrates osmosis. See, take some concentrated sugar solution in a thistle funnel. Cover the mouth of cellophane with a cellophane paper. Cellophane paper is an artificial cell membrane containing minute pores. So the mouth of the thistle funnel is covered by cellophane paper and tie it securely. Invert the thistle funnel in a beaker containing water and suspend as it's shown in the diagram. Clear? So this is the experimental setup. As a control, take another Thyssen funnel with plain water filled in it suspended. Means here in the control set experimental setup, we are taking sugar solution in the Thyssen funnel. But on the other side, if we have a control setup, means in the control setup, this Thyssen funnel will contain normal water instead of any sugar solution. So after having this, what we will observe, after a few hours the level of sugar solution in the Thyssen funnel in the experimental setup will rise. Listen very actively. The level of water in the Thyssen funnel of experimental setup will rise, and the level of water remains same in the Thyssen funnel that contain normal water. The level of water in the beaker in the experimental setup will drop slightly, but the level of water in the control setup remains same or remain unchanged. If the water in the beaker in the experimental setup is tested, it is not found sweet. So what does it conclude? In the experimental setup, some water in the beaker has passed through the cellophane paper to the Thyssen funnel, because in the experimental setup, the Thyssen funnel contain hypertonic, higher solute concentration, and the beaker, the concentration is said to be hypotonic. So water from hypotonic means water from the beaker moves into the Thyssen funnel through the cellophane paper in the experimental setup. But on the other hand, in the control setup, no change can be observed because the concentration is almost equal, so there is no movement. So it is clear that osmosis is a process in which especially the solvent move from their higher concentration region to the lower concentration region. Clear all of you? Okay. One more experiment is there. Rubber sheet and muslin cloth instead of cellophane as a barrier. So instead of having cellophane paper or cloth, if we are using rubber sheet, then what will happen? No movement, because rubber sheets are completely impermeable, means cannot allow the diffusion of any substance, so that it cannot allow for the diffusion of substance, that is for osmosis. Clear? So altogether, two regions of different concentration of water molecule, two regions of different concentration of sugar molecule, and due to the difference in the concentration of two different solution, a substance move from higher region to the another or lower region. That's why we are able to breathe in oxygen from the atmosphere, because in the atmosphere concentration of oxygen is maximum, and inside the lung it is in lower concentration. That's why we inhaled oxygen and expired carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide concentration is maximum inside the lung and outside it is low. So it is also osmosis or simply diffusion. Clear? Next day we will continue the same lesson. Clear all of you? Okay, have a good day.